Welcome to Jackass.
No!
Come on,
Come on.
There we go, there we go.
Get it off!
He got it done.
Get it off! Get it off! Please get it off! Oh my God! Please!
I'm trying.
Please!
I'm trying.
Please! Oh my God!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for Jackass 4.5, the 2022 sequel of sorts to Jackass Forever. And it stars all the crew that you saw in Jackass Forever, all the old guys as well as the new crew that have joined the Jackass gang, so to speak. And for those of you who don't know and a little bit confused why it's Jackass 4.5, ever since Jackass 2, I think I'm right. So they would release the one at the cinema, so it'd be Jackass 2, then Jackass 3, and Jackass 4 Forever. And then they would do like a half sequel to that, which is what this film is. So you got Jackass 2.5, then you got Jackass 3.5, and now we get Jackass 4.5. And essentially, the Jackass 4.5 that I'm discussing here is kind of full of the stunts and the bits that didn't make it into the cinematic release. But it's also full of loads of interviews with the cast and crew as well. So it's almost like it is the like something you'd expect to see like a special edition on a DVD or a Blu-ray sort of thing. But it's like a tradition now with every Jackass film. You get like a mini sequel following it a couple of months after its release at the cinema. And this has gone straight to Netflix. So if you've got Netflix and you didn't know, you can head on there right now and watch this. I'd highly recommend checking out Jackass Forever first, which has just been released recently on Blu-ray, certainly in the UK. So if you haven't seen the first one, you can certainly get your hands on that. Watch Jackass Forever anyway, before you watch this one. So what could you expect from Jackass 4.5? Well, more crazy, stupid shit, I suppose, from these guys. I always enjoy the 0.5 mini sequels that they do. They're in their own way. They're just as entertaining as the cinematic release that they do. But it also kind of lets you into like the making of the film with all the interviews and stuff like that. And as always, I always think there's a handful of stunts and bits in the 0.5 versions, especially this one, but probably the others as well. I can't remember so many of the others. Well, some of the stunts you're kind of scratching it and thinking, how didn't that make it into the cinema release? I made a note of some of the stunts to try and not talk you through them, but give you an idea of some of the stunts you can expect to see in this one. There is, like as an initiation, I mean, they started filming Jackass, they explain, in 2019. And then, so they didn't know if it was going to work, they explained at the beginning. They didn't know if the magic would still be there. So they kind of got everybody together to do like a couple of days filming, like an initiation, to see how it was going to go and see how it felt. And that obviously went very, very well. And one of the first things they did as a group when they got together was putting hot sauce up the backsides, which they show in the film. And then they had to shut down for COVID for quite a long period of time in 2020. I think they shut down in March or something. So they'd barely started filming at that point for real. Because like when they started filming in 2019, it was just like a weekend's worth of filming to see if they wanted to do it and it was going to work. And they came back in 2020 to start filming. Then they had to quit for COVID, and they came back in the autumn in 2020 and start filming again. I think it was anyway. So they were shut down for about 9 months. And that's why if you watch Jackass Forever, you could see that in some of the bits, Johnny Knoxville's got his normal hair colour, and then some of the bits in the film, he's got his grey hair. Because when they came back and filmed later in the year, he had obviously let the grey hair come out and gone with that look. And it actually works as well in the film. It's like his new signature look anyway, isn't it? So we get some really, really good bits and stunts. You get like a long jump. Zach, you know, the other big guy, he's doing like a long jump over some of the guys. It shows them doing like a fake COVID test, so they get all the crew and the cast together, sat around a table to talk about the COVID rules, and then they pull a stunt on them. One of the funniest ones for me was like the safari shooting. So they had like this. They had 3 or 4 of them dressed up as elephants and sent out, and they got this massive gun that they had to carry on the shoulders, 2 or 3 of the cast, shooting like these almost like cannonballs at them. It looked horrific, but it was funny. It was one of the funniest for me. One of the most vile ones was again Zach, that big guy. They wrapped Sushi in all these flaps and everything, wrapped him up in cling film, made him do a bit of exercise in order for his sweat and body heat to cook the sushi, and they all took turns in eating it. It was not nice. We got more of Johnny Knoxville as the old guy sort of thing. That was quite fun. We got the human baseball sort of thing. We got more of Danger Aaron getting things whacked at him, and they all got hit by a tennis pro hitting tennis balls at them and stuff, which was good. There was another really good one that I thought should have made it into the final film, and that was a blindfold race where there were 3 or 4 of them blindfolded fully and then sent down what they thought was like just going to be like a normal clear track. But no, when they put the blindfolds on, they put loads of obstacles out there and then sent them down the track, and it's always funny watching people fall and trip. And then Dark Shark, which is it Jasper's dad, who we saw in the main film, who's terrified of flying. They do a bit with him on an aeroplane and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good. There's a lot of good stunts and a lot of good interviews, and it gives you a lot of insight into how the process went around in regards to deciding to do this Jackass Forever film. And I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I always like these 0.5s, as I've said, and this was good. But as I said on Jackass Forever, if you're not a fan of Jackass, just don't bother, because it's not going to win you round and it's not going to impress you. I've grown up with these guys. I'm 49 now. I think Johnny Knoxville's 50. So it's like my generation. I've grown up with Jackass. You know what I mean? I've always been a big fan of it. I just think it's fun, juvenile humour that's not to be taken seriously. And I've always really enjoyed it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll be back with more content on the channel very, very soon.